Hello guys! Today we're going to be continuing with F123, my team career. If you haven't caught part 1 with practice 1, click on the banner at the top right hand corner of the screen. Without further ado, we're going to continue to qualifying. Alright, let's head out with our... Looks like we've got our car already set up, so let's head out. See what time we can complete. Teammates in front. We're just gonna do a little bit of instant replay. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna be aiming for a top 10 qualifying start, finish, whatever you want to call it.
Lost the verification box. Oh, there they are. That's why I walked around the side, because I thought you might have your headphones on.
Is it Wednesday, so?
Today's Wednesday, yeah. Lovely. Alright, Ollie. See you later.
Okay.
Take care.
Alright, we're going to return back to the garage, and I'm confident that's going to be fast enough to get us through to Q2. Let's accelerate time. Teammates also P2 with a 147.38, so we've got P1 comfortably. Alright, looks like we've completed Q1, let's head off to Q2.
Okay, I hope you brought something good to read today. There's an issue with the fuel system. We don't think it's anything terminal, but it is going to take some time to investigate and repair, I'm afraid. Check complete. Everyone be aware, we've got a car leaving.
Alright, so that we have an extra pair of softs for the race, I'm going to be using the same set of soft tyres from Q1. Which will give us a slight disadvantage, but it will mean that we've got an extra set of fresh softs for the race, which is what I really want and need. Alright, looks like George Russell has just set the fastest lap. that puts us P10. Not the finest lap that I've ever done around Belgium, but P10 still.
We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car.
P10, alright, teammate is qualified first, pole position for Q2. Let's head to Q3. See if we can do a better qualifying lap. Sergio Perez just set the fastest lap. That's pole position, or provisional pole. Let's return to the garage. Looks like we're currently P1. Teammates currently P5. Verstappen P2. Alright, teammates down to P6. Alright, looks like we've qualified P1 for the Belgium Grand Prix in F1 23.
Harker, Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
Alright guys, thanks for watching the qualifying part of the Belgium Grand Prix in F1 23 My Team career. Give the video a like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the race for the next video, and I'll see you in the next one.